Artists, storytellers, beatmakers, these are the latest news, deals, and free plugins from the music production world. We've got incredible news stories today, and I'm rating them all on a scale. Ableton has announced a brand new hardware product called Move. What is it and who is it for? Move is a portable device for music making. You can play sounds with it without the need for a computer or mobile device. Yes, it has a built-in speaker. You use the 32 velocity and pressure-sensitive pads to play notes or drums. 1,000 presets are included, but the pads can do more. You can use them to trigger clips of musical loops, so record in a series of notes, and you can play them back. You can also build ideas with the step sequencer, the bottom row of buttons. So far, this sounds like Ableton Live on the go, right? But there are some limitations I'll get to in a sec. So there's more you can do with it. You can sample, you have a built-in mic and a stereo line input. You can save your samples on the 64GB internal storage. Like I said, it does come with sounds already, including drum kits, a wavetable synth, Ableton's drift, and a melodic sampler instrument, in addition to effects like reverb, delay, EQ, chorus, and more. Now, can it control Ableton Live? Actually, yes, it can. You can use it as a control surface, and the knobs, the endless encoders, could be quite useful as a controller alone. And they work in standalone mode to tweak sounds and effects. So what about the limitations? Well, the biggest in my opinion is that it's limited to 4 tracks. Now, the tracks can hold up to 8 clips, but if you're using a built-in playable sound for each track, the complexity of your music is very limited. Of course, if you have beats or samples loaded on the clips, then it might work. Still, not enough tracks for me. Another limitation is the screen. I mean, forget about laying out a song, right? But this is a performance instrument, I think, not a song creation one. But pairing this with Ableton on a mobile device for laying out a full song might be nice in the future. But that's not what this is for, right? This is really meant to be an idea box with an Ableton workflow and integration. But then again, that's what Ableton's mobile app Note is meant to do. Honestly, I'm really inclined to use this more as a MIDI controller for Ableton Live when I'm in the studio or traveling with my laptop. As a portable music creation device, I think it's fun. And you'll be paying $449 for that fun. But I just got one, so look out for my full review coming soon. So let's check out the hype meter. I'll say worth a look. If you're an Ableton user on the go, this may be something you'll want to check out. By the way, Ableton also updated Live to version 12.1 and added vocal tuning, harmonization, a drum sampler, and more. Nice free update for sure. Question of the week. Do you make music on the go? And if so, what's your device of choice? Your mobile phone, a Groovebox? Let us know in the comments below. Has Roli done it again? First the Seaboard, then the Lumi, and now this, Airwave. Airwave is made to give you control of the sound your keyboard makes in the air. You're literally making gestures above your keyboard with your hands. You have 3 gestures to choose from: raising or lowering your hand, twisting your hand, or gliding it. It uses the Airwave Player plugin that works with your DAW. It comes with presets, but you can also map the gestures to anything in your DAW. It works using infrared cameras and what they're calling Roli Vision to track 27 joints in your hands at 90 frames per second. So of course it's going to work with Roli keyboards like the Seaboard Rise or Block and the Lumi. But what about other keyboards? Can you use this with the MIDI controller you already have? Yes, you can. Roli says that the Airwave has been optimized for use with Roli keyboards, but it may work with other keyboards. Now, the device alone is $300, but they're also offering it in bundles with Roli keyboards. They're also promoting this as a piano learning device, sort of an assistant while you learn. It actually responds to voice commands too. So what do I think? Well, first, the hardware looks a bit intrusive. It works well with an iPad or a mobile device propped on it, but if you're using a monitor or a laptop, this is going to block your view. And if you have a keyboard in a drawer, well, you'll be setting up Airwave every time you want to use it and calibrating it, I'm guessing. It would have been nice for this to have been designed like a webcam so you can prop it up on your monitor. Anyway, Form factor aside, I think this is a game changer. And not in the go out and grab it right away kind of thing. It's a step into a new direction for musical expression, and I absolutely love that. Hype meter score, game changer. I can't wait to try it out in person, and wow, if you're a performer, this is going to add some serious flair to your keyboard setup. Hey, if this video is interesting or useful, can you help me out by hitting the subscribe button? It's totally free and it would help me reach my 1 million subscriber goal. We're at 487,000 right now, and every click of the subscribe button helps me bring more content and value to you. And if you plan to buy anything, using my affiliate links below the video helps me out a lot. Thanks. All right, we finally have a worthy competitor to IK Multimedia's iLoud micro speakers. And on paper, these actually seem better. These are the DV3 Ultra Near Field Studio monitors from Atom Audio. They're super compact and can connect to your computer digitally without an audio interface. They feature a 3.5-inch woofer and a 1.5-inch tweeter, and the pair costs $300, which is cheaper than the IK Multimedia iLoud micro speakers, which have smaller woofers and tweeters. And check out the back. You've got that USB-C connector for the direct connection to your computer, but you also have audio inputs, and at the top you can adjust the sound output by selecting the position of your speakers, the kind of desk you're using, and whether your room is treated. Okay, they've really thought things through with this. Hype meter? Worth a look. Sound matters more than anything else, so I'm planning on getting these myself and testing them side by side with the IK monitors and the Kali Audio Ultra Near Fields as well. We'll see which one comes out on top. Universal Audio has launched a number of things this week. First up is an update to the new range of Apollo interfaces. Now, I thought they'd do away with DSP by now, but it looks like that's still going strong. The new interfaces include brand new features like auto gain, bass management, and monitor correction. There's a lot to test out, and I'm actually doing so this week. You can see them right up there. Look out for a new video review coming soon. Hype meter? Wait and watch. Apollo interfaces are definitely an upgrade you need to consider, especially if you already own a previous version. I'll take you through the pros and cons in an upcoming video. Universal Audio also released new plugins this week, including new amp plugins, but what I'm most interested in is Topline Suite, a vocal plugin. It's a bunch of effects in one plugin meant to do everything for vocals, and they've put everything in this plugin, including auto-tune. They've also packed in a UA channel strip, compressor, EQ, delay, and all for the budget-friendly price of $400? Seriously, guys, is it that good? They do have a discounted intro price, but still. Now, I will say one thing. The presets are stellar.
Now I stand where we were both here dancing once upon a time with you.
I have a feeling I'll be talking about this plugin again a year from now, saying that I use it all the time, but that's me. So hype score, wait and watch. If you're buying it at the intro price, that's fine, but if you're too late for that, wait for the sale. And also download the trial first to make sure it works for you. I'll add a link to the plugin below. All right, a few more big stories, but hey, if you want to check out all the new gear I saw at the Brooklyn Synth and Pedal Expo, make sure you watch my last video. You'll find it right here. PreSonus has launched Studio One Pro 7, and they've added some really nice new features, including AI-powered stem separation, launch and loop features, global transpose, and a lot more. Another big feature is the addition of Splice sample integration. You can search for sounds and samples from Splice directly from Studio One, synced to your tempo and key. This is something I'd like to see in other DAWs as well. And it's crazy that Studio One gets it first. Now, the Splice CEO actually mentioned in a recent article with Music Radar that there are other DAWs interested in this type of integration with Splice, and we may hear about it next year. Hype meter? Game changer. And this is for the Splice integration as well as the updates for Studio One producers out there. Maybe I should try it out. And Arturia couldn't stay quiet this week either. They released another plugin synth, the SynthX V. It's based on the Elka SynthX synth built in the early 1980s. The original synth had 8 voices, an onboard ring modulator and chorus, and was used by Duran Duran and Stevie Wonder. Arturia has added more features to the software version, including MPE compatibility, more features on the ARP and sequencer, and lots of effects. I'll add a link to it below, and I think this is a wait and watch on the hype meter. This is not a popular synth, but would I like it included in Arturia's collection? Yes, and I'm happy to wait for that day. Okay, there are some deals out there, but remember, Black Friday is coming next month. I'll be making videos in November with the best deals, coupon codes, and freebies that I can find. For now, if you're buying a plugin, make sure you get it from Plugin Boutique or ADSR Sounds so that you get their freebies for October. I'll put a link to those below. All right, we can't leave without a freebie this week, actually 2, but before I get to that, a word from our sponsor. Are you thinking about putting your music out there? Well, DistroKid is a simple and fast way to get your music onto Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Pandora, pretty much everywhere. And DistroKid collects earnings for you when anyone plays or purchases your music. It's simple to use and includes tools to help you build your audience. I've created 2 videos on DistroKid that will probably answer any questions you have. You can watch them here, and if you're ready to sign up, use the link below to get 7% off your first year of membership. If you're looking for some guitar sounds with so much added that they've become pads, then I've got something cool for you. Antiquarian Echoes is an instrument plugin, no contact or anything else needed, and it's free. Somerville Sounds also has a free piano made with John Mayer's piano. Excellent dusty piano sound. Both plugins are pay what you want. So yeah, you could get it for free, but hey, if you've got a few bucks handy, add them in. Top pick of the week. Lots of news stories, but what's my top pick of the week? Well, I'm more excited about the Roli Airwave than anything else. The C-board changed the game for me as a keyboardist, and Roli is literally expanding expression into a new dimension with the Airwave. Whether it sees wide adoption or not, the innovation is what I love most. If you want to see some of the craziest gear I found at the Brooklyn Synth Expo, including this beautiful spring reverb, watch the video right here. Keep making the music you love, and I'll see you soon.